What's up guys, this is Astranox. Let's showcase Cerise in Azimanak Hunt 11. At the table is the team I'm going to be using in there. We got two source of defense break, sustained from Angelic Montmorency, Bellona with her exclusive equipment so she can dispel. Actually, do I even have it equipped? Anyways, let's check the stats of these heroes. I want to compare the damage of Seaside Bellona versus Cerise. There are two limited heroes, so we can see how she fares against Seaside Bellona. Yes, dispel one buff each from all enemies while when using Butterfly Fan. Okay, so that's the stats of Bellona. Yes, overkill amount of effectiveness. This is for PvP. I'm testing stuff out on her. That's her skill ups real quick. Memory imprint on her. You can pause if I go too quick to show the gear. But, I mean, at least this run is going to be fairly fast. We got 3 damage dealers. Bellona is on the lower side in terms of damage. But, yeah, Cerise should do pretty good, though. Plus 15 skill ups. High amount of offense. Actually, her stats are, like, higher than Seaside Bellona in terms of offensive power. Her base attack is kind of garbage. I'm using Daydream Joker on her. Okay, it's not so bad. I don't have Sword of Judgment, Dux Noctis. I don't have an extra, what it's called. Do I even have Rosa Hargana, an extra one? I'm not sure, but this is actually quite powerful for Seaside Bellona if you don't have her limited drink artifact. That's her skill up, plus 15. That's her stats. She has a higher base attack than Cerise. Yeah, she has a lesser amount of crit damage here. She has a lesser amount of speed, but the constant spam of skill 2 is quite ridiculous. That's some crazy damage that she's able to output. Yeah, the true definition of an overpowered hero. But yeah, let's test them out against each other here. Now, next one in line is, where is she at? Angelique Montmorency. So she's got plus 14 skill up. She's missing some damage on skill 1, who cares? High speed, well, fairly high. Good survival with Rod of Amaryllis. She's going to be cleansing, she's going to be sustaining with her skill set and from Rod of Amaryllis. But yeah, let's see how's the damage for a Cerise. I mean, she's got that AoE on skill 3. The decrease speed, yes, I mean, it's useful. The invincibility is nice for survival. The cooldown is 4 turns though, so not something you can rely upon. The restrict, so many bosses are immune to restrict, so that's definitely unfortunate. The decreased buff duration by 1 turn can definitely be useful in PVE, but not so much. Most of the buffs, they last like 2-3 turns. So yeah, but at least you're reducing the turn by 1, so it's not so bad, I guess. Stunning, really only helpful versus ads, right? And the combat readiness increase, that's great though. It allows her to cycle through her skill set, you know, faster. And the constant combat readiness increase from skill 1 is pretty sweet as well. Anyways, let's go in there and see how much damage she's actually gonna be doing. Let's grab some energy, why not? Gotta save those precious sky stones. Okay. So hopefully this goes fairly fast. No attack buff. But to be honest, it's about doing area damage in this place. Taking out the ads so you can work on the main threat, which is the boss. The longer the ads are up, the boss is taking a... you know, a little bit of damage. You know, the damage that is incoming toward the boss is greatly reduced. Definitely not something you want for too long, especially if you're rocking like 1 so Weaver for sustain. You might not have the same amount of speed. Like, my gear level is pretty high, but this video is about showcasing those numbers, right? It's not about like showcasing a team composition. It's basically Cerise versus Seaside Bellona with you know, defense break. Let's see if she can pull through here. Will she be close to Seaside? Will she beat her? It's hard to beat Seaside. There's a constant stream of cleaving coming from the boss, giving her a bunch of focus in here. You know, look at the damage. It's completely garbage. you need to take those ads out. So you're running this on auto, which is something you want to be doing while you're doing your, you know, your hunts, your adventures. You don't want to be manualing this place. So the damage is much higher when there's no ads. We might get defense break here. Yes, that's good. Angelic sustaining, dispelling. Okay, 6.3k from Bellona. But here comes the ads again. Now Seaside is gonna chunk them. And now we gotta wait for the next area attack. We're gonna have to wait for a big cooldown. No focus on Seaside Bellona. But look at this. It's being built so fast because the boss is constantly doing area damage on Seaside. It's quite powerful. It's so good. 5 focus now. Those ads, I mean, they're even able to sustain themselves. Look at how much damage Cerise is taking, man. She is squishy with her current build, but that's the only way I can do it, really, to show you guys those numbers. Okay, here we go. She's gonna attack here. Okay, skill 3, not the highest multiplier. Skill 2 is the highest. And yeah, 4.4k. Definitely nothing crazy. The boss is not immune to restrict. But to be honest, restrict has extremely limited use in PVE so far from what I'm seeing. You would need to be fighting a boss that, you know, constantly gets combat readiness. Like if you apply it and you can block that, that's great. But then you are not able to actually reduce the combat readiness of the boss. So there's some situations where you don't actually want to bring her, or maybe you want to turn off her skills, or you want to play her manually. Let's say in the Abyss, you want to use her more for stunning, you know, a troublesome ad. You can keep that ad in check, let's say, especially if she has a high amount of speed. You could use Daydream Joker on her to chunk those ads, the boss, because they have a high amount of health in there. But to be honest, so far I am not, I'm not impressed by her damage in PVE. I did showcase her in Wyvern 11, Banshee 11, Arena, PvP. I will showcase her with different team compositions. Okay, skill 3 again, 10.4 thousand. And nothing insane to be honest. You see, like, she's not doing so well because she doesn't have the amount of area attacks compared to Seaside Bellona. I mean, the constant stream of skill 2s is pretty crazy. Even Green Bellona, like, she's got AoE on skill 3, on skill 2. She's able to trigger her skill 3 as well when she reaches max focus. That's a lot of AoE damage. Unfortunately, she's not built for like high damage because I built a crazy amount of effectiveness on her. I just wanted her in here to have a higher uptime on the defense break debuff. I mean, maybe that was 10k here. AoE, but I mean, that's defense broken monsters. So yeah, I would hope that she's able to do that much damage with the amount of offensive power that she has versus defense broken targets. 87.7 thousand health on the boss. Daydream Joker, I mean, it's not the worst artifact here. I mean, in Banshee, the boss only has 60,000 health. You deal damage based on the target's health. You want defense break applied on the target. You want as much critical hit damage on your hero, as much speed as possible, so you can really like maximize the amount of damage that you're gonna deal with Daydream Joker. But I mean, Wyvern's at 100, almost 140,000 health. Daydream Joker definitely shines there. She's iced. She's dealing 30% more damage there as well. So yeah, you gotta keep these things in mind, guys. Don't blindly pull for her. Yes, she's limited. She could get buffed. That would be sad if they decide to buff her after her banner. That would definitely be messed up. So yeah, but she does offer some pretty interesting mechanics for niche usage in PvP so far, but for PvE, definitely not impressed. Look at this, she just ripped here. I mean, that's pretty much the end for this run for her. Let's just down the boss and be done with this. I'll be showcasing her in the raid as Macallis. Maybe some boss are not immune to restrict. She does have an AoE, so that will increase her damage output throughout the run. The speed down debuff, that's pretty cool. The invincibility allow her to survive better. You know, maybe it gets timed while the boss is doing some you know, dangerous ability or something like that. Wow, Bellona really deals like no damage at all. It's so little, so little. And here, the silence are actually quite problematic. Those silences, man, when you have Seaside Bellona, she's able to actually continue dealing damage with her skill 2 while silence, while everyone else is like just using their skill 1. Of course here, okay, she somehow was able to deal quite a bit of damage. I guess the stars did align on this one for her. I guess she was able to do her burst damage. Conditions were met, defense broken target. The ads were down. She was using her cooldown, her skill 2 especially, you know. She had some good conditions there and she was lucky, but so far definitely not impressed by her damage output in PvE. I'll like I said, showcase her more. Stay tuned for that, guys. Don't rush to pull her. We got Karik and another hero that will be revealed real soon, so maybe you want to save up your bookmarks for that, but she's limited, you know. She's not gonna happen for another year. Maybe she gets buffed, I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems like they're going a different route with this hero. She's gonna be more for niche usage in PvP. I don't see her as being like the hero that you just bring and win everything, you know. That's not the case with Cerise at all. I mean, especially in PvE. But let's see how much you know, damage and contribution she can do in raid. And I'll do Hall of Trials later, but mostly after that's going to be PvP for her. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be showing up on the screen now. I got playlists of all sorts. Arena, Guild Wars, Guide 1702s, and Abyss Floor 62+. So check those out if you haven't, as well as best starter guides for my early to mid game players if you want to progress fast. Join my Discord server, guys. The link is in the description. I mean, it's free to join, and you can get help if you do need help with whatever that is Epic 7 related. We even have another channel for other games as well. So yeah, that's really it for this one. Thanks again for watching. Peace out for now, and good luck with all you do.